Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The first down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Gibbs. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll send him over right. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Another one for Gibbs. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. They snap it to Herbert. He's got it to his running back. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He completes it in traffic. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Herbert now to throw on third. He has the first over the middle. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
The throw is caught. And he's brought down for a loss.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for a short gain. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC divisional round matchup. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at 4th down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3 here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Putting a receiver in motion. Working from the gun, Williams. Komet brings it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Offense up to the line fast. Williams to throw on first. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down, here's Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They've got a man in motion. Second and 12 behind the sticks. He's smartly won't risk something here. Just chucks it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Williams from the gun. Chased out to his right. Wilson's got it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for second down. They send a man in motion. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Chicago first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Bears pushing for points. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. The shotgun to give to Swift. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears earn the chance to tie before halftime. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This will end up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. Fits it through the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. First and 10, here's Herbert. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing on first is Herbert. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. Gibbs is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Calvin Austin on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Here's Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down throw by Williams. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So it'll be second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Completed here to Clement. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Williams to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third down, here's Williams. Working the sideline, that's Odunze. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Keyword, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. On the return, here comes Austin. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. To throw, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Williams with third and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Lions will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They bring Thomas in motion. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Working quickly here. He's back to throw. He's got it to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Here's a give to Gibbs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. A give to Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Gibbs on the carry. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, I'll steal a line from from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Got a man. Bowers has it. He's contained at the line for no gain. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got Thomas on a slant. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He'll throw it. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Bears football and they face elimination. They trail to start the 4th. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Going run again with Swift. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Swift hauls it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Pass caught by Adunze. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Williams from the gun. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on. It turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They've got first down from the 31. Pinned off running right. Here's Swift. Dukes out a one-stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, you know, the best of them take advantage of it.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Slot man motioned over. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. On the move, headed right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Back to throw it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears push their lead to 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you totally flip the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another one for Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Now the Lions call it a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Running it with Gibbs. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Setting up to pass. The throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now. The back grabs it. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
There's 17.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. it to Chris Olave. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to throw. Komet brings it in. And he goes out of bounds, just short of the 35.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.